Come to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position and allow yourself to fold forwards, dropping your chin to your heart. Let's breathe into the tension or tightness in the back of the neck. Give your jaw a little wiggle and let your tongue roll around inside of your mouth. Slide your hands back. Use them to help support you as you come up into a lovely upright position, long spine, shoulders drawing up to your ears, and then rolling back and down. Bring your hands to your baby and take a few moments to connect, and then take one hand to your heart center, leaving the other resting down in your belly. Just take a few moments to breathe, in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth, noticing the sensation of the breath as it comes and it goes into your body. Let's bring one hand down to the floor by the hip. The other arm reaches up towards the sky, and then we slowly do a little fold to our side, reaching through the fingers. And softly let those hands float back down in front of you, again dropping your chin to your heart and breathing into your back body, and then use your hands as support as you roll yourself back up. Inhale and sweep our arms up towards the sky, bringing them to a prayer position and then drawing them down through your central line, stopping at your heart. Find a really lovely long spine and then allow yourself to softly twist, reaching one hand back behind you and the other hand to the opposite knee or thigh. Just feel your breath come and go, nice and easy. Let's come back to the center and take a few moments to connect back to baby, connect back into your body, and then swap your other leg in front. Let's fold forwards again breathing into the back of the neck and the space between your shoulder blades, and then use your hands to support you as you roll yourself all the way back up into a seated pose. Let's bring the other hand to the floor by the hip. Sweep the arm alongside your head and do a very gentle side bend, breathing into your side body, and then let those hands float back down to the floor in front of you. And as you come forwards, again, a little wiggle of your jaw. Walk your hands back, use them to support you as you roll up, roll those shoulders back, and then again, sweep those arms up towards the sky, looking to your thumbs, and then drawing those hands down through your central line. We find that lovely long spine, bottom spreading out, crown of your head drawing tall, and then we're going to twist in the other direction, reaching one hand to your opposite knee and the other hand to the floor behind you. And we breathe here, in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. And let's start to bring ourselves back to the center. Couple of moments of tuning back into your baby, tuning back to your breath, and then we lean ourselves back and stretch our legs straight out along the floor. We fold one leg into the inner thigh and then the other leg back behind us. We're going to take our arms up towards the sky and then back down through your central line, and then let's reach them out to the side as wide as you comfortably can, and then draw them forward, wrapping them around each other into Garudasana arms. As we stay here, we're going to continue to be with our breath. On the exhale, elbows lifting, shoulders drawing down. You can let your chin softly turn to one shoulder and then the other to help release your neck. When you have had enough, take your hands to your shoulders and do some lovely big circles. Eventually leaning back, stretching your legs out along the floor, giving them a little shake, a little wiggle. Bring the other leg, other foot against your thigh, opposite leg back behind you. Again, sweep your arms up towards the sky and bring them down through your central line, reach them out nice and wide. And this time Garudasana arms with your other arm on top, and a few moments to just breathe. Feel that breath draw into those areas of tension or tightness and encourage them to soften and release. We undo, bring our hands to our shoulders and do some lovely big circles. Again, let's reach our hands back behind us, stretch our legs out along the floor. Maybe we'll do some big circles in our ankles and toes this time, in both directions. And then a little bit of figure of eighting in our shoulders just to help release that area. We're going to sit ourselves up and start to move ourselves round into an all fours position. Bring something under your knees to make sure you feel really nice and comfortable. Hands spreading out on the ground underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, head relaxing away. And let's slowly start to swing our hips from side to side. Maybe imagining that you're swinging your baby from side to side in the hammock of your belly. We're going to take those hips into little circles, moving in one direction and then the other. And then we're going to slowly build those circles up, getting the waist involved, getting the rib cage involved. Do remember to change directions. And then finally we get the shoulders involved. And really once we have those shoulders involved, we start to make these circles as big as we comfortably can. Shoulders sweeping over your fingers, bottom reaching back towards your heels. And then we come to settle in our all fours pose and feel our spine rainbow shaped to the sky in a lovely cat arch. As you breathe out, pressing through the upper back, middle back and lower back. And let's inhale, come parallel to the floor and turn our fingers away from each other. And our fingers back to our knees, just getting a little stretch in the wrists. Pause here for a moment or two. Then we walk your hands back around. Turn them in towards each other. Again, let your head go and just let yourself rest here, spreading those hands out. And finally, we bring them back as they were and we'll do a lovely big cat arch again. Spine reaching towards the sky, head releasing. And maybe even doing a little rock forwards and backwards. And then we come parallel to the floor. We walk our knees in towards each other and come to sit ourselves back onto our heels. Sweep our arms up to the sky and then bring our hands all the way down to a prayer position. Interlace your fingers and reach your spine back into a lovely C shape. Turn your palms towards the sky and reach yourself up nice and tall. A little rock from side to side. And then bring your hands back behind you, interlacing your fingers and pulling them back and down, getting an extra stretch across the front of your chest. Finally, we come into all fours and we stretch one foot out and then the other foot out.